Even though it was pouring rain outside the car, the man inside the car was about to die of thirst. He had been trapped in the car for 3 whole days and nights. The only water he could drink was the water he had urinated 3 days ago, but smelling this disgusting odor, he couldn't swallow it at all. At this moment, the voice of the car owner came from the display screen. The other party was an old man who sounded very kind. He said the reason he locked the car doors was to teach car thieves like this man a lesson. If the man was willing to give out his ID number to let the old man check if he was a repeat offender, he would consider letting the man out. However, faced with the old man's conditions, the man firmly refused to agree. It was obvious that this wasn't the first time he had done this kind of thing. As a result, the old man remotely turned on the car's air conditioning system. The specially modified air conditioning could drop to -10 degrees. The man was shivering from the cold, quickly putting on clothes to resist the cold, but his mouth still stubbornly said he wasn't afraid at all. He didn't know that cameras were installed all over the car, allowing the old man to observe this pitiful prey from all angles without any blind spots. 10 hours passed. The man really couldn't stand the cold anymore. Hungry and cold, he directly took out the pistol from his backpack, planning to use violence to break the car door. As a result, the bullets hit the special glass, ricocheting and directly shooting his thigh. If he couldn't escape in time, he might die from excessive blood loss. Fortunately, at this time, a woman passed by. He hurriedly shouted desperately towards the outside of the car, successfully attracting the woman's attention. But strangely, when the woman walked to the glass, she only touched up her lipstick. It turned out the old man had long ago modified the glass into a one-way mirror. From the outside, you couldn't see the situation inside at all, and the car's sound insulation was also done to the extreme, so the gunshot just now wouldn't be heard by passers-by at all. Jack could only take off his shoelace, first tying the wound to temporarily stop the bleeding. He begged the old man to let him out, and expressed willingness to voluntarily turn himself into the police station. As he spoke, he also followed the old man's request, telling the other party his ID number and real name. Originally thinking this way, he could at least save his life, but the result was the other party directly hung up the call. The man fainted from excessive blood loss and despair, but when he opened his eyes again, he actually found that the bullet in his leg had been removed, and the wound had also been carefully bandaged. He realized the rich man must have come to the car, but he didn't understand why the other party was unwilling to let him go. Just as he felt puzzled, the rich man called again, angrily expressing that he checked his ID and actually found out he was a thief who had been to prison 3 times. In order for this repeat offender to receive the punishment he deserved, the old man decided to give him an unforgettable lifelong punishment. After saying that, the car automatically started, directly rushing out with a sudden acceleration. Jack never dreamed the old man could actually remotely control this car. The car sped all the way up to 120 miles per hour. Jack was so nervous his heart was about to jump out. After a bout of crazy speeding, it drove all the way to a parking building. Jack remembered the top floor of this building was an open platform. He instantly realized a big disaster was imminent. Watching the car get closer and closer to the top of the building, Jack begged for his life with all his might.